Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. Yet another day of exciting cricket lined up for you. It's the fan code A10 Bash, and we are looking forward to match number 13. It's going to be Z Games taking on Prim Heights Transport. And this game, of course, is an important game in the context of the tournament for both these sides. They would definitely want to win those 2 points and get going in this brilliant tournament at the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. We've got 3 games today. We'll be looking at all these 3 games as we can see on the screens right now. It's going to be Z Games taking on Prim Heights. That's match number 13. Match number 14 is going to be Defender Vision Sport taking on Chittagong Kings. And the third game of the evening will be 7 districts taking on Elite Fleet Car Rental. So 6 teams who will be taking on against each other. And we are promised that it's going to be a cracker of a day, an enthralling day of cricket here at the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. The focus is on the first game. It's Z Games versus Prim Heights Transport, who won their previous game yesterday. Prim Heights showed what they are good at and how they have been able to win that all-important fixture. They will want to continue that winning momentum in this game as well. But before we get to that, let's quickly head down to the center. We've got Mudassir Ali telling us what the pitch has to give us today.
Thank you, Comps. Day 5 of Fan Code 8 Bash 2023. Excellent conditions for the cricket match to be played here in Eden Gardens, Ajman. And this is a particular surface where 3 matches will be played today. And it's a dry surface, and as the day progresses, it might get a bit slower. So the cutters and spin bowlers might get some help on this particular surface. And I reckon whoever wins the toss should bat first.
So Mudassir Ali telling us it's a dry wicket and 3 games being played on that same wicket, same pitch, so that will also affect the results of the game. Let's quickly look at the points table. Ajman Heroes are right at the top. 3 matches. They've won 2 games, lost 1 game. They're at 4 points. So we've got 5 teams who are at 4 points. And that tells you how closely fought this tournament is. Everybody's got a chance. Defenders are the slow starters in the tournament. They haven't gotten a win yet, but that can change today. They're going to play the second game. Prim Heights have won a game and Z Games have won a game as well. So 7 districts, they've played 4 games. Chittagong Kings have also played 4 games, and Future Mattress have played 4 as well. So now it's time for us to head to the center again. We've got Mudassir Ali with the 2 captains for the toss.
Toss time here in Eden Gardens, Ajman. Both the captains are out here. And most importantly, we do have our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali Dawood, representing Prim Heights, and Shahrukh Amin, the captain of Z Game Strikers. Dawood will flip the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call.
It is tail.
And it came down as tail. Lucky with the toss. और क्या आपने सोचा यहाँ पे करने के लिए?
हमने बैटिंग करना है इंशाल्लाह.
और कोई खास वजह?
क्योंकि हमने लास्ट मैच फर्स्ट बैटिंग की तो इसलिए जीता, और आज थोड़ा विकेट फ्लैट लग रहा है तो इसलिए हम पहले बैटिंग करते हैं. हमारी बॉलिंग लेंथ तो है ना, वो बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है इस दफ़ा.
और कोई तब्दीली नजर आएगी आज टीम में?
आज हमने 3 तब्दीलियाँ की है, और हमारा जो मेन प्लेयर है रफ़ीक जुमान, वो थोड़ा इंजरी है, तो इस वजह से उसकी जगह एक अफजल लिया है, और एक सगीर अफरीदी को इन किया, और एक ये बिलाल को इन किया है.
माशाल्लाह से आपका फॉर्म काफ़ी बढ़िया चल रहा है, तो कितना आप टारगेट यहाँ पे पोस्ट करना चाहेंगे?
इंशाल्लाह आज तो मुझे विकेट लग रही है 120 125 हो जाए तो इंशाल्लाह हम जीत जाएंगे, क्योंकि हमारी बैटिंग लाइन स्ट्रॉन्ग है.
ऑल द बेस्ट एंड हैव अ नाइस गेम दाऊद.
थैंक यू.
Shahrukh Khan lucky with the toss, and they have opted to bat first.
I thought we would have also had a bat first. Day conditions, I think the wicket would have helped the batsmen a bit more, as we've seen yesterday. 7 district also got to 130 out on this wicket, and batting first has won 3 games in a row yesterday. So that was the plan, but it's a toss, so you can't do much. Nothing's in your hand.
And what have you done with the side? Are there any changes?
Just one, Kamran Atta is unavailable today due to an injury, so we have Mozam Hayat coming in. Other than that, same 11 since the last game.
All the best and have a nice game, Shahrukh. So the story from the middle is that Dawood has won the toss and Prim Heights will bat first.
Thank you, Mudassir. So the news is that Prim Heights Transport have won the toss and elected to bat first. We have seen in the day games that the teams batting first have a slight advantage over the team batting second. Let's quickly look at the playing 11 of both the sides. But before that, let me introduce my partner in the com box. I've been joined by Mohammad Rashid. Rashid, good evening.
Good evening, Shoaib. Thank you very much. Yes, it's going to be a very, very good day for cricket tonight. Let's have a look at the lineups. Prim Heights, they've got Afzal Khan, Amjad Khan, Asmatullah, the fast bowler, comes back into the side. Bilal Chima, he makes his way into the middle as well. Irfanullah, he was superb yesterday. Mehraban Shah picked up those 3 important wickets last night, was instrumental in Prim Heights winning that game. Mohammad Arshad, Mohammad Dawood, the captain, Mohammad Saghir, Riaz Khalik, the left-arm spinner, and Saqib Khan. Meanwhile, for Z Game strikers, it's going to be Faisal Altaf, the fast bowler, Furqan Khalil, Muazzam Hayat, Mubin Ali, Nilanj Keswani, the left-arm spinner, Kamarawan, he was superb. Ronak Panoli, he'll have a very important role to play today at the top of the order. Safir Tariq was superb and he's been in good touch as well. Sardar Behzad, well, we know he's got a lot of experience. Shahid Bhutta and the captain, Shahrukh Amin, making the 11 for Z Game strikers. Right, the breaking news then is that Prim Heights has won the toss and elected to bat first. So, like Shoaib said, this is advantage to Prim Heights at the moment. We've seen throughout this tournament that the teams batting first in the day games have had a slight advantage. And it's up to Prim Heights now. After winning the toss and getting that advantage, they'll have to make full use of that and get to a good total against a very strong Z Game strikers. Right, then we're all set for live action. We've got the umpires settled in. The teams have taken their field. And the batters have made their way to the middle. Looks like it's going to be Nilanj Keswani, the left-arm spinner, to start the proceedings for Z Game strikers. Right, then we're all almost ready to start proceedings. It's packed offside field. 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, long on and deep mid-wicket. And that's been played uppishly. First delivery, and that's been hit for a boundary. That's a very good start for the Prim Heights. And Nilanj Keswani wavered on that division.
Yes, first ball and it's been hit for a 4, so just the ideal start for Prim Heights in this game. It's a 10-over format, so you want to start off really well, and that is what Prim Heights have done today. They've started off with a 4 and pressure straight away on Nilanj Keswani.
Oh yeah, that wasn't a very good delivery, and Saghir Afridi, we know, is very strong on the onside. He'll go for his shots. Nilanj once again, he'll make a good comeback. That's been played uppishly once again, but straight to the fielder. Faisal Altaf does well. 1 more run added to the total, and this is a very positive approach from Z Game strikers. That was the first delivery which went for a boundary. Good pickup shot from Saghir Afridi. Now it's going to be MSD. Mohammad Dawood will take his guard and will make his way to face Nilanj Keswani. Now it's very important for Nilanj to not give away too many runs. He'll have to bowl some miserly overs here, especially this first one, which is the batting power play. That's a good delivery. The arm ball coming into the right-hander. Dawood trying to make room for himself. Nilanj Keswani followed him on that occasion, and he was beaten with that inward movement from Nilanj Keswani. We've seen how good he's been, Nilanj. He's a superb bowler. In he comes once again. Good delivery. Right on the money. That started from outside off stump and finished right on middle stump. Very watchfully defended by Dawood. So it'll be a couple of dot balls in the over. 5 runs coming off it so far. Oh, makes room, and that's a missed chance. Safir Tariq has missed a stumping opportunity there. That was a very good delivery from Nilanj Keswani. Dawood trying to go down the track, misses the ball completely, and well, I think it was beaten for pace there. Safir Tariq. One more delivery to go in this over. It's been a good one. Oh, goes for the scoop. Is connected well. They'll probably run away towards the boundary. Fielder giving the chase. Sardar Behzad does well. Just cuts it right inside the boundary rope. They'll pick up a couple of runs. So this is a good over which has come to an end. Nilansh Keswani has done well after being hit for a boundary on the very first ball. 7 runs after the first over. Seven on the board after the first over. It's going to be Shahid Bhutta to come in. And he'll be up against Saghir Afridi, who started well, got a boundary on the very first delivery of the innings. And since then, he hasn't been able to get more strike. Just faced 2 deliveries in the previous over. Shahid Bhutta, he was impressive in the previous games. Meanwhile, Saghir Afridi, he's got a big opportunity. He's been promoted in the batting order. So this can be a very good opportunity for him to make some good runs at the top of the order, put pressure on Z Game strikers, and especially the faster bowlers. So it'll be interesting to see if he gets any movement. Shahid Bhutta starts off with a back of net delivery. That's an excellent delivery to start. Not a loosener from Shahid. Saghir Afridi probably thought that was a wide ball. He's demanding one, but the umpire is very convinced, and rightly so. That was nowhere near the tram line.
Good decision by the umpire there. Saghir is on 5 of 3. He's been looking good, Saghir. Trying to go big, trying to use the pace, but no chance.
Yeah, that was an excellent delivery from Shahid. Once again, goes Fuller. That's been played towards the deep third. Mubin Ali does well. Keeps it inside the playing area and will only be a single. That's an excellent effort by the fast bowler.
Yes, good effort there. Well done. Not easy when the ball is being sliced in that area. It does carry and it does come at a quick pace, but Mubin has done really well to cut that off.
Oh yeah, sometimes you see that lateral movement as well because of the slice. It gets that top spin on the ball and it can move away from you. But I thought that was a brilliant effort from the fast bowler. Stationed at deep third. Changing the field now. He's come into the circle and they've opted for a deep point instead. So expect those short deliveries to be outside off stump. In comes Shahid Bhutta once again. His bowled a fuller delivery, bluffing him. Saghir Afridi wanted to go for a single, rightly denied by MSD. Could have been suicidal, that one. But good bowling from Shahid so far. I thought Nilansh Keswani also made a very good comeback in the previous over after being hit for a boundary on the first ball. So this is a sedate start for Prim Heights. Not the ideal start for them after winning the toss and electing to bat first. You would want to see some runs come at the top of the order, especially in the 2 power play overs. But at the moment, Z Game strikers have managed to keep them down to only a boundary. Or makes room for himself and tries to go big, doesn't connect. That's another good delivery from Shahid. He's not giving anything in the zone to MSD, who's not able to open up his arms.
Now trying to go big, very close to the leg stump. And you're right, as of now, it's just been Z Games and the bowlers of Z Games who have had the upper hand in the tournament, in the game. 10 balls bowled and they've just given away 9. So as of now, it's been a very good performance from the bowlers of Z Games.
Absolutely, and that's what you want to see at the top of the order. Once again, a wild swing coming in from Dawood. He was nowhere close to the ball, no feet movement whatsoever. And he's beaten him for pace and that extra bit of bounce.
Yeah, just a wild swing, really. Not even close to the ball. Although he did shuffle a bit, but didn't move close to the ball and hence just couldn't get any connection whatsoever. 2 runs in the 5 deliveries bowled so far from Shahid. Excellent over this one.
Yeah, he's getting that trigger movement, but he's not really using his feet after that. So it's just the triggered movement he's getting, which is why he's not coming near the ball. It looks like there's going to be a change in the field. There's going to be a short mid-wicket fielder who's been taken away from the offside. So expect a delivery which will be on the body for Dawood. Can be a short pitch delivery as well. Or he'll bluff him for a Yorker. Or way down the leg side. Excellent bit of wicket keeping by Safir Tariq. What an effort. Simply superb. That was the best effort I've seen throughout this tournament. What an effort.
Oh yes, absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Down the leg side, way wide, and he's got hand to it. Had to jump and put in the drive and stretch. Very well done. He's not had a great tournament with the gloves, but I think that will definitely give him some confidence.
Oh yeah, that should give him a lot of confidence. That is clearly 4 wides, but he's made sure that he gets a hand to it, and superb effort. Absolutely wonderful to watch. Shahid once again comes in to bowl the last delivery. He's trying to go for that scoop. Doesn't connect, and I'm not sure if he's alright. He got hit on his shoulder there. He's trying to make sure that he's alright. Meanwhile, end of a great over from Shahid Bhutta. Just to 1 run and a wide coming off it. 9 on the board. Right, then a big thanks going out to all our sponsors, especially Fan Code, who are presenting this tournament, the A10 Bash, live from the Eden Gardens in Ajman. It looks like it's going to be Nilansh Keswani to continue. Mid-wicket and long on in place. And he's got a packed offside field. That's a good delivery. Getting the ball to turn a little bit away from Saghir Afridi, who's picked up a single on the very first ball. And this has been a very, very good start for Z Game Strikers. They have managed to keep the batters really quiet here. The sole boundary coming in the first over, the first delivery of the innings. And since then, it's been really quiet. Dawood on strike. Tries to go big. He's got a top edge, I think. Hasn't connected well. Fielder settles underneath it and drops it. And that'll run away for a boundary. Not very convincing, but I think to add insult to injury, that's gone for a boundary as well.
Well, you have to feel for Nilansh Keswani. As a bowler, it does hurt. It's like a heartbreak. That was in the air, and you expect your fielders to back you and take those catches. Not only has he dropped it, he's also helped it towards the boundary. And another big hit, but mistimed. And another misfield. What is happening is the question that Nilansh Keswani is asking.
He's not amused, and rightly so. This is not a good effort. The fielders are complaining for the sun, beating right into the eyes, and that can be a problem when you're fielding towards this side and the sun is going down. And you need to wear those glasses. Lovely ones Shoaib has. But I think this is good bowling from Nilansh Keswani. This has been smacked towards this cover sweeper. Will only be a single. Some good bowling coming in from Nilansh. You really feel for him. He should have had 2 wickets to his name, but rather he's given away 5 runs instead.
Yeah, this is a good comeback over from Nilansh Keswani. Of course, he bowled well in the first one as well after being hit for a 4. But this was even better. He got a chance. He created that chance of a wicket. But Sea Games have not been fielding so well, and they would want to change that. Cut and cut well over point. That is going to race away towards the boundary for 4. So a rare poor delivery from Keswani, and Sagir has pounced on it.
That was a good shot from Sagir Afridi. Was shot wide outside off stump. He made room for himself and made sure he played it over the fielder's head at point, getting a good 4. A very convincing boundary there. And this over is proving to be a good one for Prim Heights. 12 runs coming off so far. Finishes it off with a good delivery. Slower in the air, outside off stump, away from the batter. Single to end the over. 22 for the loss of no wickets yet after 3 overs. But another change coming in. It's going to be Mubin Ali to bowl the 4th over. And I think he's mixed them well, Shahrukh Amin. Starts off with a slower delivery. Now, this is what we like about the youngster. Quick single taken, direct hit. They will ask the question, and that probably might be referred to the 3rd umpire. But I think that was a good effort coming in from the fielder.
Good cricket overall. First up, it was a good delivery from Mubin, the slower delivery. Played it towards the covers. Good pick up with both hands and a good sharp throw. But he had made it home comfortably, and that's why they went for the 2nd as well. We'll get 2. But wouldn't mind that effort from the fielder.
Yeah, you need to keep the batters on their toes. You need to show them that you have the ability to get the bullseye. Meanwhile, Mubin Ali once again. That's a quicker delivery. Good one. Sagir had the opportunity to free his arms, but I think he just missed the pace of the delivery. That was a little quicker than the previous one, which is the reason why he's missed out. So I still feel this is a good effort from Z Game strikers. They haven't given away too many runs so far. At this stage, we've seen normally teams going at 10 and over, but on this occasion, it's less than 8 for Prim Heights. Oh, that's played well, but the fielder will cut it off. Mozam Hayat does well, but they'll pick up those 2 runs. But there was a fumble there from Mozam, which allowed them to come back for the 2nd quite easily. So they haven't been getting boundaries. That has been the problem. I think they haven't been able to pierce those gaps. That was once again picked early by Sagir Afridi, but just couldn't get it in the gap.
Yeah, the good fielding effort there. 26 on the board. Played uppishly this time in the same area, and he's got enough connection for the ball to be sent sailing. It's gone all the way for a 6. That's a very good shot from Sagir.
Pure timing. That was an excellent shot. Look at that. On that occasion, he made sure he got closer to the ball, got it from the middle of the bat, didn't try to overhit it, read the slower one early, and played it to perfection. Getting 6 runs. First maximum coming off the blade of Sagir Afridi, and the first maximum for Prim Heights in this game. They've raised to 32 after that maximum. 2 more deliveries to go, and this is proving to be a very good over for Prim Heights. 10 runs coming off it. Quicker delivery, and Sagir Afridi doesn't connect. Loud appeal from the bowler. Nothing from the wicketkeeper. And will be a dot ball. So good comeback from Mubin. Sagir Afridi is not happy with himself. Rightly so. That was once again outside off stump, and he had the opportunity to probably slice it and get a boundary for himself. Not the case though, and still it remains at 10 runs which have been scored in this over so far. Last delivery, that's gone up in the air, miles up in the air. Who wants to take it? Faisal Altaf backtracking, doesn't even put a hand to it. That is poor. Very, very poor from the youngster. You would expect him to at least give it a try. And they will pick up a single. One more catch being dropped by Z-Game strikers. And the sloppy effort in the field continues. 4 overs done, 33 on the board. Right then, if you want to catch all the highlights and the content of this A10 Bash and all the other cricketing affairs, you need to download MyCo on your phones. You can watch it and earn it as well, and earn a lot of money and own it. Not only in the UAE, but the whole of Middle East and Pakistan. A great app to have on your phones. Ronak Panoli comes in to bowl his first over. That's been played down towards square leg. Will be a single, and after ages, it's going to be Dawood back on strike.
Oh yes, Ronak Panoli being introduced into the attack. Left arm spinner. Likes to call himself a part-time bowler. And in the slot, this one has been chipped in the air. Should be taken. The launch case one, he doesn't miss. And he knows the importance of taking catches. There were quite a few that were dropped off his bowling, but not when he is in the field. So Ronak Panoli gets the first wicket, and it is going to be Prim Heights, who've struggled out there in the middle. MSD, the man who's hit that, and is the first wicket down.
Oh yeah, and look at that. Nilansh Keswani showing how it's taken. Good catch by the youngster. First wicket down. Mohammad Dawood makes his way back. Right then, new man in, Amjad Gul. He'll be facing Ronak Panoli, who started off well, picked up a wicket, broke that partnership. Or straight away, first delivery, he's biddled it and smacked it. Hammered it over long off for a maximum. What a great shot from Amjad Gul. Doesn't look like he's facing his first delivery. That was a beautiful shot coming in from the hard-hitting Amjad Gul.
Well, he's come out and immediately he's shown what he can deliver. This time he's got enough connection, and that's a poor delivery from Ronak. I think he just needs to get his line right and get it in the right zone. This is not great bowling, especially when you're bowling to somebody like Amjad Gul, who can rip you apart.
Oh, absolutely, and I think Ronak Panoli missed out on that occasion. He became a little complacent and was trying to loop it and trying to pick up another wicket here. Wasn't successful. Goes to the short delivery now, change straight away. Quicker down towards square leg. Will be a single. But I think this is what Ronak Panoli needs to do now. He needs to make sure that he doesn't give any boundary deliveries. And those wickets will follow if he bowls according to a plan and doesn't give away too many runs. Remember, this is a 10-over format. And that is what happens in 10-over formats. Ronak once again That's a good delivery once again. The arm ball coming in. Sagir goes on to the back foot. Should have played it through the front foot. Last delivery goes down. That's gone up in the air, but will fall short of the fielder. One more run. Single to end the over. 5 done, 43 for the loss of 1. New bowler is going to be Faisal Altaf, and he'll be bowling to Amjad Gul. That's a good delivery, excellent delivery, deceiving the batter on that occasion. A slower one to start off with.
A very good ball to start from Faisal. Amjad Gul was expecting the regulation quicker delivery. Was beaten. Overall, good bowling from Z Games.
Yeah, they haven't picked up too many wickets, but they've made sure they don't give away too many runs. Last 2 overs, they were getting some runs. And the way Amjad Gul has started, he can certainly go big and get some runs under his belt. Once again, slower delivery. Look at that fielding effort, that keeping. Superb once again, Safir Tariq. That ball turned sharply. But good hand-eye coordination from the wicketkeeper. Make sure that he doesn't let it cross through.
A wild swing from Amjad Gul. And good collection from Safir Tariq. He backed his reflexes on that occasion. So, good keeping.
Yeah, good hand-eye coordination. Talk about hand-eye coordination. What a good shot from Amjad Gul. Once again, trying that slower delivery, persisting with that. But that was the length was cut back by Faisal. An early pickup from Amjad Gul.
Just got that connection right. From outside off, he's pulled it and dispatched it onto the Myco board. Watch it, earn it, own it.
Yep. Some advertisement. Meanwhile, just one shot of a half century for the team. And we're 3 balls into the 6th over. Once again, goes for the pull shot. Connects and connects well. 1 bounce and off she goes for a boundary. The runs are starting to flow in here from the blade of Amjad Gul.
This is not great bowling from Faisal. Short and not where he should be bowling. I think he should be bowling more on the stumps. This has been punished by Amjad Gul. He can free his arms if you're bowling it away from the stumps. If you bowl on the stumps, that's where he might just be a little hesitant. So, Faisal, my friend, bowl on the stumps.
Well, you need to gift him a Bluetooth headset if he is to listen to you. Meanwhile, I think that wasn't a too bad a delivery. It was outside off stump, a short delivery over his shoulder, right shoulder. And normally that tends to fly up in the air, take a top edge. But I thought Amjad Gul played a really good shot on that occasion. Meanwhile, excellent comeback from Faisal Altaf on this delivery now.
Yeah, that short delivery. The problem is for somebody, when you're bowling to somebody like Amjad, that short ball, or even a mistimed hit is going to go towards the third or the fine leg or over the keeper. So it's always good to try and bowl on the stumps to somebody like Amjad, who can Be very unpredictable. That's what I feel.
Yep, good point. Noted. On that occasion, it's on the stumps, and Saghir Afridi, not the same man, but the result is not bad. Only a single. That will end the over. 6 overs done, 56 for the loss of 1. Fan code A10 Bash live from the Eden Gardens, and bringing us this lovely production is ITW Prodigy and TPT 360. They've been wonderful with the air efforts. A big thank you to everybody involved behind the scenes, all the cameramen, the production crew, and everybody else, the director as well. He's in my ears. Special thanks to our graphics man, who will probably show us in a while.
Well, of course, our director Shahid. Wonderful. Big swing from Saghir. That brings Amjad on strike.
In comes Ronak once again, and Amjad Gul is bold. Cleans him up. Good delivery on the stumps, and that has paid dividend for Ronak Manoli.
Well, yes, that is what we were all discussing. That was a good delivery from Ronak on the stumps, quicker as well, and you missed, I hit. That's how simple it is with somebody like Amjad Gul. So he has to walk back after hitting a few really good shots. Amjad Gul giving us some entertainment, but taking the long walk back.
That's been played towards square leg.
Ronak getting 2 wickets to his name. That is the wicket again of Amjad Gul, using his feet. The idea was right, just couldn't get any connection. Oh, he's got good connection. Hello. What a shot. I think that's gone all the way for 6. Over extra cover. Beautiful hit from Afridi. Quicker, flatter, and that has been hammered wide of long off and over extra cover. That's a very, very difficult shot, but he's made it look so easy. Again, going big towards long off this time. A missed field, and they will get 2. That's again poor fielding. The fielding has been very ordinary today from Z Games. Oh, got another clean hit. It's gone all the way for another maximum. So 1 over extra cover, the other towards the mid wicket. This is Afridi at his best.
Oh yeah, that's a great shot in the arc for Saghir Afridi. He's not going to miss out on those. That was excellently timed. Straight to Faizan Khan. 6 ends the over. 71 for the loss of 2 after 7. Right, then it's going to be Faisal Altaf. Slower delivery, not picked up, but that's always going to land short. Will only be a single, and this is a good move coming in from Saqib. Feeding strike to Saghir Afridi, who's playing a very good innings here.
Yes, Afridi, Saghir Afridi reminds you of another certain Afridi who's played a lot of cricket, a legend.
I hope you're not talking about Shahid Afridi.
I am.
A good delivery once again. Straight to covers, no chance of a run. Shahrukh Amin, the captain, does well there. And because of that direct hit he got in the previous overs, I think, which is why they didn't cross through for a single. That's what we were talking about previously. If those direct hits are required, they did take an extra run, but that is the kind of positive approach it gives to the fielding side, and the batters really get reluctant to pick up those quick singles.
Oh, you're spot on. That is so important. Meanwhile, this one's been played up in the air towards the extra cover, and it'll go all the way. What a shot that is again from Afridi. And well, I'll have to repeat that. He reminds you of another certain Afridi who hits the ball cleanly, just like he does.
Yeah, after that shot, no questions about that. That was a superb hit. It was a slower delivery, mind you. Didn't have all the pace. He had to generate a lot of power, and he did that. He's a very strong square of the wicket. We've seen that beautiful shot over mid-wicket in the previous over, and now this one through covers. So he's been doing really well. Saghir Afridi getting some important runs for his team. Once again goes square, and in the gap will be a boundary.
Well, again short, and at that pace, Saghir Afridi is going to say thank you very much. That's been played in the gap, clearing his front leg and placing it between mid-wicket and square leg. No chance for anybody to get to that. So runs coming in thick and fast for Prim Heights, and that's a lot of that has to do with this man on your screens, Afridi.
Oh yeah, some good hitting coming in from him. 82 on the board. 11 runs come off it. Oh, this is an even better shot. This is best of the lot. Plays it over long on for a huge 6.
Well, asking for trouble, Faisal. He's been expensive all throughout, wayward, has not been able to bowl in the right areas. This is a juicy half volley, and Afridi is not going to miss out on that. He launches that, and that's gone all the way for another maximum. Great hitting, great display of batting prowess from Afridi.
Oh, absolutely wonderful. So pleasing to the eye. He's played some wonderful shots tonight, and that promotion to make him open the innings has certainly worked for Prim Heights. That experiment has certainly worked for them. 17 runs coming off this over. He's gone square once again towards covers, away from the fielder, and that'll run away for a boundary. What an over this has turned out to be. 21 runs coming off it, and they've raced on to 92 in just 8 overs.
So you can watch all this live action on Sports Eye. That's on the Facebook page. Follow Sports Eye in Pakistan and Middle East. And you can get some great highlights of all the games that you're witnessing. Also, some interesting content of the A10 Bash. You might be able to see us as well.
Oh yeah, and you can follow and subscribe them on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok.
You should. You must.
You have to.
Floating power play taken. As it's the 9th over, they don't have a choice. They have to take the floating power play. I think they didn't even think about it, Prim Heights, because they were playing so well in the last few overs. They didn't feel the need to take a floating power play.
Oh, why would you when you've got Saghir Afridi playing the way he is? 61 of 27 deliveries. What a knock this has been from the big man. Now it's going to be Saqib on strike. And this is the perfect time for the floating power play. Saqib, take a single, give it to Afridi. He's done one better, played it in the gap, and that'll run away for a boundary. Great start to this floating power play. Was in the slot, not a good delivery from Mubin on that occasion. That's caressed through the covers. Gentle push. And the ball races off for a boundary. No chance for any fielder whatsoever. This has been a lightning quick outfield here at the Eden Gardens. This is a superb tournament. The A10 Bash. Some wonderful shots, some great pictures. Meanwhile, Shahid Bhutta once again. Top edge. That's gone up in the air, but away from the fielders. Nobody placed at the deep third, and they'll run away for another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries. Not convincing, but they'll take it.
Yes, 100 comes up with that boundary towards the deep third. And that has just taken the outside edge of the bat. So it's the 100 run that has come in just the 9th over. So they've got another 10 deliveries to go. Can they get another 20 runs? That will be a very good score considering how they started in the first few overs, Rashid.
Oh, absolutely. What a turnaround of events. And special thanks should be given to Saghir Afridi. Another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries coming in this over. This is turning out to be a very good over for Prim Heights.
Well, this time it's come from the middle of the bat. No edges from the Saqib. Was in complete control of that shot. These are important runs. Look at that. Just played on the front foot, pulled it well along the ground, and it's gone for 4. So 3 boundaries coming in this over of Shahid.
Yeah, what a turnaround, especially after the first few overs. We thought that they didn't get any boundaries. They had only 1 boundary in the first 3 overs, and that boundary was scored as the first delivery of the innings. Since then, it's been a Saghir Afridi show. Saqib has made a good comeback. And now pressure on Shahid Bhutta. That's telling. Ball's a wide delivery. He'll have to re-ball. That one will be an extra run. So 13 runs coming off the over so far and just 3 deliveries.
Not a great over this one. He bowled well in the first over that he bowled. He gave away just 2 or 3 odd runs. But then in this over, he's given away 3 back-to-back boundaries. And a wide as well.
Yeah, hasn't been a great over so far. But that's a better delivery. On the stumps, trying to bowl it in the block hole. And I thought Saqib is missing out. And those are the boundaries that were hit in this over. Some good shots. That one wasn't convincing, but after that, look at that. That was smacked through the square leg region for a boundary. So some good boundaries coming in this over, taking the score to 106. 107 with that single. Two more deliveries to go, and it's going to be Saghir Afridi back on strike. Oh, that's a full toss. Is it a no ball? They're calling for it. Yes, it is a no ball. So the misery continues for Shahid Bhutta in this over. He's been hit for a maximum. And that's a no ball as well.
Well, I don't know what's happening here. It's been a different bowling attack that bowled the first 5 and now the second 5 in this innings for Z Games. What is happening. That's a beamer. That is not a good delivery, and it's just guided over towards the deep third. There's a warning for Shahid. Everything happening. So a free hit now for Sagir, who's on strike. Oh, lovely, lovely swing of the bat, and the ball goes all the way. What a magnificent shot this is from Sagir. No fuss about it. Stand and deliver.
Well, that was a slower delivery, and he was threw the shot a little early, but made sure he controlled it, and the power and the timing of Sagir Afridi. Absolutely wonderful. What a shot. Just wow. As Faizan Khan says, wow.
"28 runs as prompted by my producer Faizan, and that's a good ball to end the over. So the 9th over finally comes to an end after 200 years. It's 119 for 2.
Last 6 deliveries, 119 on the board. Mobeen Ali to bowl the last one. That's a good delivery. Sagir Afridi wanted to take the single, and rightly so. He should have gone for that bye. Sakib wasn't interested, so a good delivery. A rare dot ball coming in. So 49 runs have come off the last 2 overs, thanks to Faizan Khan for giving us those stats.
No, he's such a wonderful man, a gentleman, very selfless.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, that bye that they were supposed to take on the first delivery has finally come on the second one. So they'll cross through, and that'll take Sagir Afridi back on strike. 73 of 30 deliveries. I'm not sure what the highest individual total of this tournament is, but this is certainly somewhere close to that.
Oh yes, I think he's definitely deserved that landmark, because the way he's batted, he's really looked very, very lethal out there. And there you go again, over extra cover this time. And it will go all the way for 4 as well. So he is peppering that extra cover boundary, and that is not an easy shot to play. The 4s continue to come from the bat of Sagir Afridi.
Oh, he's played all around the park. This has been an innings which has shown us the class of Sagir Afridi. He's been a 360 player. He's played all around the park and has gotten a lot of runs, especially towards that extra cover and the mid-wicket region. 77 of 31 deliveries. He's got 3 more deliveries to go, 124 on the board. This is turning out to be a very big total.
Slower delivery, and Sagir just swung the bat so hard that he lost his balance.
Oh, that was a lot of power, and look at him. He's probably got a flash on his back. He's trying to hit it too hard, way too hard. Good deceiving delivery from Mobeen Ali. Bowling it really slow, not allowing Sagir Afridi to get any bat on it.
Goes full, goes into the block hole almost, but has been hit towards long on for a single. He's definitely got himself injured in that shot. 1 more ball to go, and then he can get some attention. It's 125. Can they get to 130? Sakib has played well, 15 of 8. 1 more boundary is what they need.
Well, that'll be the icing on the cake. If they can get a boundary to finish off this innings, the momentum is certainly towards the Prim Heights. But expect a big fight to come in from Z Game Strikers. We've seen them play really good cricket throughout this tournament and the previous ones as well. Last delivery, Mubin Ali. That's been played up in the air. We wanted a boundary. He's gone one better. He's gone it, thrown it over long on for a maximum. 6 runs to end the innings. What a great innings this has been for Prim Heights, especially for Saghir Afridi and Saqib, who have done really well. Slower delivery once again in the slot. That was picked early and played with a lot of power over cow corner for a maximum. 131 is what they got in their 10 overs.
Well, they'll be very happy with this performance and the score. Saqib getting 21, but Saghir was the man who has managed to get Prim Heights to this total. 78 runs of 33 deliveries, and he was absolutely phenomenal, outstanding and majestic in his approach in the 10 overs. Started off the innings and was there till the end, making sure that Prim Heights get to 131. 78 came from the bat of Saghir in just 33 deliveries, and Dawood scoring 9. Amjad also was promoted up the order, scored 18 of just 9 deliveries, and then Saqib also giving a useful contribution to that 131.
Yeah, and I thought it wasn't a very good effort in the field by Z Game Strikers. Let's have a look at how that innings panned out for them. Saghir Afridi and Mohammad Dawood starting off proceeding. That was the first delivery of the innings, which was hit for a boundary by Saghir Afridi. And since then, he played some really good shots. Ronak Panoli was the only successful bowler for Z Game Strikers. He picked up those 2 wickets that went down. Amjad Gul, as soon as he came in first delivery, hit it down the ground for a maximum. He was looking very promising. He was looking in top form, and he was hitting the bowlers all around the park. But Ronak Panoli, he had other ideas. But Saghir Afridi kept on going at the other end. He kept getting those runs through the covers, through the onside. He was particularly very strong towards the mid-wicket and the offside region. And he got some big hits to his name. Shahid Bhutta went for a lot of runs in that one over. That changed the game on its head. He bowled a no ball as well, and was hit for some really lusty blows. Last delivery was hit for a maximum momentum towards the Prim Heights to end the innings. 131 is what they got in their 10 overs. And now when Z Game Strikers come out to chase this down, they will require 132 at a required run rate of 13.2. We'll dive into a short break and we will be back on the other side. Till then, stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome back to Eden Gardens, Ajman. Z Games taking on Prim Heights. And good toss to win and opting to bat first. They were in a bit of bother, but what a knock we have witnessed. Saghir Afridi entertaining everyone with his brilliant 78 of 33 balls. Dawood managed just 9 and Amjad Gul providing some support, managing 18 of 9 balls. Saqib going for 20. He scored 21 in fact of just 9 balls and 5 extras. And look at that batting card. They were brilliant. 10 overs, 131 for the loss of 2. And to talk more about the bowling of Z Game strikers, joining me for the first time tonight is my dear friend and my co-commentator, Faizan Khan. Welcome, Faizan.
Thank you so much, Mudassir. We have what a brilliant performance coming in from the batters. Saghir especially turned the game around completely. Those 2 overs that went for 49 runs changed the complexion of the game. One over got 21, the other one got 28. 60 runs coming off the last 3 overs. And that is where I think Prim Heights have been dominant. Living up to his name, Saghir Afridi. Let's take a look at the bowling card here. Well, we'll make sure that you get to see the first innings bowling card a little later. But I can tell you this, that those 10 overs were very, very entertaining. The first 3 overs belonged to the bowlers. Runs were not coming in. In the first 4 overs, they were just scoring at almost 8 runs an over and finished with a rate of 13.1 eventually. What a shift of gear from Saghir Afridi. Living up to his name, that Afridi in his name, turned out to be very good, just like the big old Shahid Khan Afridi. What a knock. And the best part, Mudassir, about his game was the fact that he was playing proper cricketing shots. That one particular shot of a beamer that he played through the offside behind point was, I think, breathtaking. Because you need to have so much time when the ball is coming at you. It doesn't bounce, it comes faster at you. Rather than being surprised, you just move slightly away, open the face of the bat and hit it for a 6.
Oh,
Wonderful.
yes, absolutely. And it was all about the hand-eye coordination of Saghir Afridi, helping them to post the total above 130. It's Irfan Khattak to bowl the first ball. On strike, Ronak Panoli. It will be a dot ball. And during the toss, the captain of Prim Heights, Dawood, said they have very decent bowling lineup and they'll be eyeing to score around 125, 130. So the plan was there and they executed it nicely thanks to Saghir Afridi, and the cameos coming from Amjad Gul and Saqib helping them to post a mammoth total. It won't be easy for the young guns of Z Game strikers. Ronak Panoli, alongside him is Qamar Awan.
Well, yeah, certainly. I mean, even Saqib played a gem of a knock, 21 of just 9 deliveries. Hit the last ball to the boundary for a 6 as well. In comes Irfan once again. Nicely bowled again. Quick. That was pretty quick. Bilal missed out on it. And that's a bye given by the umpire. Very good 2 first balls. No room whatsoever. Back of the length. At the batsman all the time. Brilliant bowling.
Yes, and a rare fumble from Bilal Chima. Off the mark, Z Game strikers with that single. Riding high on confidence, Faizan, after the last night win against Chittagong Kings, defending just 98 runs. It shows they have the talent and they have that caliber in the bowling department.
Absolutely. And also, there are quite a few new names in their side today, which is turning out to be very good for them. Absolutely amazing to watch the way Saghir Afridi came out, blasted everything away. And again, I want to underline this with proper cricketing shots. Brilliant to see that. Hoiked away by Qamar Awan. That's how he likes to play. And a missed field. There's a man backing up for that. So no problems there. Only a single. First runs of the bat here.
Off the mark, Qamar Awan, but not in a convincing fashion. And some new teams, some new players performing really well in this tournament. The big teams will be interested in the upcoming season to pick them. One of them is Saghir Afridi and Irfan Khattak, who has been brilliant previous season. Been a part of Prim Heights.
Short ball outside the off stump. Didn't time. Oh, he missed out on juicy half tracker there. Ronak Panoli, that was a bad shot. should have been taken for runs, Mudassir.
Oh yes, you are chasing 130 and it was an easy picking. Thought of single just under pressure, Ronak Panoli. He knows the importance of his wicket, but you need to play your natural game.
Absolutely, especially when you're chasing a big target. There's nothing to lose, because if you don't play your natural game, you're any which way not doing your team any favors. What a good over this is from Irfan. Only 1 run off the bat, first 4 overs, and a slow ball. He played it a little too late. This was a nothing shot coming in from Ronak Panoli. Lucky that it went over the keeper's head for a 4.
Shorter format, and sometimes I feel sorry for the bowler. One excellent ball, not in control, getting the top edge and flies towards that fine leg region. So off the mark, Ronak Panoli with the boundary. The first boundary coming for Z Game Strikers.
He looks to be confused, Ronak Panoli, somehow. Because that short ball outside the off stump, I think he was in 2 minds there as well, whether to go for the big hit or not. And again, on that last delivery, he wanted to go big, had to wait for the ball, and then played a nothing shot whatsoever. Clarity is very important. I think he's not very clear in his mind as of now. Last ball, good ball, didn't bounce much. And that was brilliantly bowled in the first over by Irfan. That's some khataknak bowling coming in from Irfan in the first over. 1 over gone, 6 without loss. The presenting sponsors of this tournament, Fan Code, on your screen right now. You can watch us on the Fan Code channels in India on YouTube as spinner comes into attack right away. Nicely bowled. Beautifully bowled. What a good start for the Prim Heights team here. Brilliant work.
It's Riaz Khalik, the left arm orthodox, former UAE player, bowling in the power play. Yes.
This time it was a decent shot coming in off the bat. But straight to the fielder again. So runs not coming in for Ronak Panoli. He must be under pressure here.
Oh yes, and what I like about the Prim Heights is they're not a professional side. But the captain has read the surface nicely. Straight away he said in the second innings the ball might stop and come onto the bat. It won't be easy for the batters. That is the reason they're opting to bat first. An excellent decision. He's finding it hard to get those gaps.
Sometimes when you're not in form, anything and everything you hit goes straight to the fielders. And I think after that D50, he has lost his form somehow. He's a brilliant batter. There's no doubt about that. He can change the course of a game in just a matter of couple of overs. But for that, he needs to get something in the middle of the bat. And a couple of boundaries may do the trick. This is up in the air, not timed. It will clear the infield. Thankfully for Ronak Panoli and Z Games. It's a couple of runs, not convincing again.
Oh, rightly pointed out by Faizan. He's not in a good form. And juicy full toss and fuller deliveries are also unable. He's unable to put them across the rope. Couple of runs, the previous delivery, but a decent over continues here by Riaz Khalik.
Well, on the screen, those are the two commentators, the two voices you're listening to us. The one in glasses has lost his glasses to another one. We'll get back to that. This is up in the air, straight to hand. Ronak Panoli never looked in good touch, and he's gone back to the pavilion here. This is a big loss for Z Games because he is a player who could have changed the game around.
That was the pressure built up by Irfan in the previous over, trying to take Kaku. Riaz Khalik is not in control, and a well-judged catch taken at the covers by Saghir Afridi. So the run machine of Z Game Strikers departs. Ronak Panoli, his poor form continues. The first wicket going down for Z Game Strikers is 9 for the loss of 1. It's Captain Shah Rukh Amin. The wide, rare extras. And the first 2 overs. The first wide coming from Riaz Khalid. It all depends on this partnership, Shah Rukh Amin and Khamarawan. They have lost Ronak Panoli. Good to see Bilal Chima behind the stumps for Prim Heights. A low full toss, and it will be just a single. Now they are finding it tough to go after the spinners as well. So a decent over, a successful over. Just 4 runs and a wicket to his name, Riaz Khalid. 2 overs, 11 for the loss of 1.
Maiko, that's the app where you can watch all the proceedings of this tournament and all the other cricketing tournaments across the world. And that's in Pakistan and rest of the world. In the Middle East as well. You can carry the game around in your pocket if you download it. The Maiko app. Watch it, earn it, own it, and you get some money, some cash rewards as well if you download the app. Do that right away. It's on iOS and on Android as well. 2 overs gone. Very poor start for Z Games here. Chasing a mammoth 132. They are just 11 runs. And they've lost a wicket of Ronak Panoli as well. New bowler, Arshad coming to bowl here. And Shah Rukh Amin hits this one towards mid-wicket. Couple of quick runs. Quick running between the wickets. Ensures it's an easy 2.
Good piece of running between the wickets by these 2 batters, Shah Rukh and Khamar. They need to work hard to get those runs. They're finding it hard to get those boundaries. Keeping it simple. Arshad, the new bowler. The block hole, not giving that room to Shah Rukh Amin. It's a dead start by Z Game Striker, chasing that mammoth total of 132. The team which is in control is Prim Heights. They did pretty good job in the first innings, posting that total of 131 thanks to Sagir Afridi, Amjad Gul and Saqib. Now it's up to this man, Khamarawan. Very experienced batter. He loves to play his shots against the fast bowlers.
This one has been played well. Helicopter shot comes out. Not timed to perfection. He wanted to go on the leg side. It's gone on the offside. The intent was there. That's the first intentful shot that I've seen in this innings in the first 2.2 overs. 14 balls into the match. Just 14 on board. 1 wicket down. They needed to go from the start at 13.2 runs per over. They're going at just 6. This is going to put them under more pressure here. Some intent should come out from both ends. Required run rate 15.6. Edge. They'll take it with both hands. 4. Not a poor delivery by any means outside the off stump, inducing the drive. Shah Rukh Amin likes to go on the leg side. Couldn't get his feet moving. Played away from the body, and that is why it went towards the third man for a 4. Required run rate more than 15 now already into the third over. They need a lot more of those. Look at that, 15.41 runs per over. They're going at just 7.12. Not great from Z Games. This is up in the air, not timed again. Somebody is getting underneath, and it's an easy take. It's Amjad Gul who takes that catch, and another wicket goes down begging here. Shahrukh Amin, a poor ball, just couldn't hit it to the boundary. It's 2 wickets down already. Look at that once again. Full toss, way outside the off stump. His foot was going the other side. He wanted to hit it towards mid-wicket, slicing it off the bat. Good take under the night sky. 2.5 overs gone. Z Games struggling big time. 19 for the loss of 2. So last ball of the third over. Arshad, the wicket taker, continues. This is driven down the ground, not timed again. Nobody has got the timing right till now for Z Games here. It's 3 overs gone. Z Games have lost 2 wickets. They are struggling way behind, 20 for 2. So floating power play has been taken here. I don't know how good an idea it is because runs are not coming in. When the mandatory power play was going on, all they were trying to do is hit big. It wasn't coming off the bat. They have taken this though. Floating power play on in the fourth over. Riaz Khalid coming into bowl. This is up in the air, not timed, and would clear the fielder. I think it was not judged well by the fielder there. And that is why Riaz is not happy. This looks like a different wicket altogether. 60, mind you, runs came in the last 3 overs of the first innings. And since the start of this innings, this looks like a completely different wicket. Nothing is going off the bat. Look at that shot once again. Trying to hit it to our Kamarawan. Another lazy looking shot coming in from him. And this has gone towards long on for just another single. So the floating power play is going good as of now for Prim Heights. Riaz continues. Tossed up. Took the middle stump. Trying to create some room and hit it down the ground. Unsuccessful there. And Z Games are losing it big time already. 3 wickets down. Nicely bowled. Tossed up. Turning as well. And taking the top of middle stump. Perfect delivery from Riaz Khalid. It's the 3rd wicket down now with just 22 on board. So Z Game struggling big time here. It's more like end game for Z Game. New batter coming into bat right now. And there's a slip in place. Down the ground, nicely hit. First nice shot all day we have seen for Z Games here. 4.
The new batter, Safir Tariq. No time to watch and play those deliveries. Straight away going over the bowler. 1 bounce, 4 runs off the mark, Safir Tariq in style. And good to see a slip in position. They're attacking. It's getting a bit of turn, Riyaz Khalik.
Well, that's nicely bowled. Beautifully bowled. Slower through the air. Made the batsman wait. Nicely played in the end by Safir. He checked his shot just at the last moment. But still a dot ball. 106 more required in just 37 deliveries. Wow. And that's why I say it seems like end game for Z Games.
Someone needs to play a special knock for Z Game striker. Last hope, this pair, Safir Tariq and Khamarawan. Goes down on one knee, always in control. Swept hard over the deep square leg, a maximum.
What a shot. Picked the length up very quickly. Chose the area to hit. Safir Tariq is a very good batter and shows why. To be fair to Z Games, after 4 overs, Prim Heights had the same score, 33. 32 for 3 after 4.
Thanks to one of our sponsors, Sports Eye, for all the live content of cricket matches. You can visit the Facebook page, Insta handle, and even on TikTok, Sports Eye. Good to have the support of our sponsors for this tournament. It's Arshad who will continue, who got a wicket in his first over of Shahrukh Amin. Thick outside edge, trying to play over the extra cover, but what matters are the 4 runs from the blade of Kamarawan.
Yeah, nicely bowled. There was some curve in the air and he just could not adjust his shot. Feet going nowhere whatsoever, losing his balance as well. But what was good about that shot was he gave it his everything, and that is why it went over the head of the short third. Runs nonetheless, they will take it with both hands. So runs started to come in the last few deliveries here for Z Games. Couple of boundaries, and this is down the ground. Not time to perfection once again from Kamarawan. He hasn't got the timing right today somehow. Direct hit, thinking about taking it too. Good idea not to go for it. Only a single that time around.
As you were saying in the previous over, that the same stage, they were 33, but they have lost just a wicket in the first inning. And wherein Z Games, they have lost 3 wickets, they need a partnership, and these 2 men who are out there in the middle, Safir Tariq and Khamarawan, they can pull something special for Z Games. There you go, once again targeting that deep mid-wicket region. A good work by Asmat, and it will be just a single. A good comeback by Arshad after going for a boundary.
Yeah, I think he was into the shot too early, Safir Tariq, this time around. And he had to slog it eventually because he was into the shot too early. Not a very good looking shot. He's a better player than that. Kamar has hit it to the moon. This is nice from Kamarawan. Well done, gone beyond the side screen. This is as big a shot as you would see all day.
Not only he managed to clear that side screen, he even did better by clearing that boundary wall. As Rashid says, new balls please.
Well, yeah, some new balls would be required here if Kamarawan keeps on going the way he is going right now. Good to see some intent coming in for Z Games. This was required. They were not getting enough runs. There you go. Umar Farooq coming in with with the balls. Spare balls. Taking all the time in the world. Mr. Umar Farooq getting to the wicket.
Started off well, but it slowed down. They have a chance here. Z game striker, 88 needed of 32 balls. It's a shorter format. Just you need to look for those maximums and those boundaries. The good news for them is Khamarawan. Now he's looking dangerous. Moves to 15 of 7 balls after that previous hit, and Safir Tariq batting on 11 of just 4 balls. 44 for the loss of 3. Going for some runs in this over. Arshad. They need a couple of more big overs. Z game strikers trying to make a comeback after a sedate start. The second innings. Under pressure the bowler. Arshad on strike. Hamar.
Nicely bowled. Oh, that's a wide given by the umpire. Well, that was touch and go, if you ask me. Nonetheless, last call belongs to the umpire. Let's take a look at that. Mighty close. Could have been given. Couldn't have been given. Either ways. Nonetheless, extra run here for Z Games, and they will take it, certainly.
As they say, the line belongs to the umpire, and Nadeem Anjum thinks it was a wide. So extra has been added to the total.
This is definitely a wide. Some swing, good swing, but just couldn't control the line of the delivery there. Arshad under pressure now. He's bowled 4 deliveries. He's been taken for 14 runs already. This might just be that over that can bring some momentum in for Z Games here. We've seen quite a few shots coming in the last 6-7 deliveries here. 2 of them from Safir Tariq, 2 of them from Kamarawan, one of the edge. The other one should have been given 12 for that. It was that big. Playing it a little too early, but into the gap and spilled. Oh, this is very poor fielding coming in. So pressure showing on Prim Heights here. And that was the heights of misfielding.
They need some luck. Z game strikers. Rare fumble from the fielder Azmat. It's not in control. Played towards the deep square leg region. Very ordinary effort coming from Azmat. And with that 450 comes up for Z game strikers in 4.5 overs. Leaking runs. Arshad going for 27 runs in 11 balls. Though he has got that wicket of Shahrukh Amin. Under pressure, the final delivery. Nicely bowled in the block hole. But they have got those runs in this over. He'll be happy with that single. Khamarawan with that single. 51 for the loss of 3. 5 overs done.
So 5 overs, 51 runs, 19 coming off the last over. Change in bowling. Swing and a miss. Starts with a slow ball here. Meherban was the man of the match last night. Bowled beautifully. Picked up 3 wickets. Gave away just 11 runs in a 10-over game. Priceless. And he started well here as well.
But he won't be Meherban. The batters. It was brilliant last night. The left arm, tall, medium, fast bowler. He knows how to bowl those cutters and slower deliveries. Just drifting down the leg. Excellent effort. 33 years old, Bilal Chima, but still have those reflexes.
Just like you, Mudassir. Very flexible. Nicely taken. Look at that. And made it look all the more beautiful by throwing in that extra foot of a dive. Nicely done, Bilal. He knows how to pose, certainly. This is wiped away, not timed again. Kamarawan has had a problem with timing here. Trying to hit it too hard, I believe. Trying to hit it too leg side as well. That one shot that he played down the ground, that was so beautiful to watch. Why not try go with the line of the ball rather than going across it?
The problem for Kamarawan and Safir Tariq is that required run rate is climbing up now. It's almost 18. 16.93 is the required run rate. Nicely bowled, but lucky runs. How did he miss that leg stump? A brilliant delivery. Safir Tariq. Somehow he manages to get that wood, an inside edge, and races towards the fine leg.
Peach of a ball. What a delivery. This time, luck wasn't Meherban on Meherban. 4 runs nonetheless. Z Games now looking decent. 57 for 3 after 5.3. 6 runs of the over already in the first 3 deliveries. 19 of the last over as well. And nicely bowled once again. Perfect Yorkers coming in from Meherban. This is brilliant bowling. Just a single.
He has been very impressive in this tournament, a shorter format, and left arm medium fast bowler Meherban sticking to that block hole deliveries. Though a couple of deliveries ago he went for that 4 runs, but still sticking to that block hole deliveries, and he has been excellent. Change of pace, change of line and length. Just a single now. He's struggling, Kamarawan.
Yeah, that's a poor shot coming in from Kamarawan. This time it was required to open his body up, and he didn't do that. Normally likes to clear his front leg and hits it over mid-wicket. This time he could have done it and just couldn't. Another single. Very good over in the context of the game. Just 8 of it. Anything under 10 is a very good over in a T10 game. Meherban continues. This is up in the air. Not timed again. Safir Tariq trying to hit it too hard. A misfield coming in. Funny picture on the ground as 2 runs have been taken. This was a very poor bit of fielding. I think he took his eyes off the ball while he was picking it. And it turned as well, to be fair to him. So 6 overs gone. Z Games into it just a little bit now. 61 for 3.
Thanks to Maiko. Download the app and you can earn some bucks. Watch it, earn it, and own it. And Faizan Khan, because of Maiko, he has got 3 new phones.
I wish. I so wish I would have sold them off right away. You want to give me gift me one, I won't mind, Mudassir. You're gifting glasses to everyone, that too expensive ones.
Not to everyone, just to the captain.
Yeah, that's Rashid Mohammed, in case you're wondering. And when the boss asks for it, you just can't say no. Can you, Mudassir?
New bowler Azmat.
This is up in the air. This is timed perfectly. Oh, not too perfect, in fact. For a moment, I thought it was going beyond. Unfortunate for Kamarawan. This came off the middle of the bat. It was a half-hearted shot, mind you. He didn't follow through with it. But I think it's a very good take from Saqib on the boundary there.
It was a low full toss and he middled it nicely. But you need something extraordinary and something brilliant from the fielders. And look at that catch, always in control. Not losing the balance. He has taken a brilliant catch, Saqib.
That certainly is a goner here. Yeah, given out. Umpire Nadeem Anjum raises his finger. Kamarawan will have to go back to his own downfall because he did not fully played that shot, wasn't committed into it. I think he wanted to go on the leg side and then stopped his shot right in the middle. Another wicket down when Z Games were looking threatening. It's 4 wickets down, 61 on board.
So Azmat getting a wicket on his first delivery. Sardar Baizad trying to go big over the long on. Yet again, a brilliant effort. This time from the fielder who was stationed at the long on. It was Irfan Khattak. It was an ordinary delivery, but extraordinary effort coming from the fielder. Back-to-back wickets for Azmat.
Yeah, Sardar goes to a Khatakdar performance on the boundary from Irfan Khattak. Brilliant take. What a catch. Absolutely gorgeous. The boundaries have been increased by 3-4 yards, and that is making all the difference here. Sardar Behzad going back now. Half the team gone back to the pavilion. 61 on board.
On a hat-trick, Asmat, it's new man, Mozam Hayat. Inside out, over the point. The hat-trick delivery going for it. 4 runs from the blade of Mozam Hayat. Good looking shot, it was away from the left-hand batter. And somehow he manages to play over the point.
I think he wanted to go over extra cover, slicing it off the bat. There goes behind point, luckily for him. And 1 bounce into the fence. 4. Current run rate of 10. Required almost 20 now. 67 of 21. They need a heroic effort from someone. And that someone might just be Safir Tariq here. Another good looking shot from Muazzam. This one is in the gap, but the square leg fielder will get there eventually. Riaz Khaliq. And a couple of runs added to the total. That won't trouble Asmat or Prim Heights for that matter. It's the boundaries that can make it or break it for them.
Yes, and he has been lucky because those 2 wickets which he got, it was an ordinary deliveries, but the fielders, extra effort by Irfan Khattak and Saqib getting couple of wickets. For Prim Heights and Asmat, it's the Mozam Hayat on strike, need a boundary. And he got that boundary, lucky runs from the blade of Mozam. He was not in control, but that inside edge racing towards the fine leg.
They say fortune favors the brave. You need to be brave to show some intent. Muazzam has shown it right from the word go. And he is rewarded for his bravado here. Not the greatest looking shots. But you're right, that's a very important point that Asmat hasn't bowled all that well. Any other day, those 2 shots would have been 6s. But today, it's his luck that they went straight to hand, and good catches, mind you, on the boundary. Those are never easy to take, be it during the day or under the lights. This is up in the air, not timed at all, but thankfully it's going to fall in no man's land. Only a single they are running to, complete 2. So 12 runs of the over and 2 wickets. It's 73 for 5 now. The fan code 810 Bash has a lot of sponsors coming in, a lot of support coming in, and Defender Vision Sports Management has provided that support for the fan code 810 Bash. Their team is also playing in this tournament, isn't performing as per their potential. Lost a game last night as well, 2-2 that they've played. Safir Tariq on strike, he's looking good on 18 of 7. This is up in the air. Has it gone the distance? I think it has. Yes, it has. 6 extremely required runs coming in for Safir Tariq.
Starts the over with the maximum Safir Tariq. This is how you need to play. Play on the merit of the delivery. Not trying too many things. Goes high and handsome over the mid wicket. Much needed maximum from the blade of Safir Tariq.
Yeah, that was highly required because required run rate is now almost 20 runs. 17 balls, 53. It's gettable. Mind you, it's gettable. They got 60 in the first innings in the last 3. Cut away, nicely done, up and over. The fielder had no chance whatsoever because it was powerfully hit. So good start to the over for Safir Tariq. Meherban losing it now. It was short and wide. It was there to be hit. Nicely done by Safir.
The only batter who's looking in control. It was hit hard towards the point. No chance for the fielder. And the ball, no time racing towards the fence. Now 10 runs coming off 2 deliveries. Somehow they need to get that equation somewhere around for 35 in the last 12 deliveries. And then the calculation comes into play. It's all about the maximum and the boundaries for Z game striker. And the man who can pull something special for them is Safir Tariq on strike. Moves to 28 of just 9 balls.
And again, this time across the line, it's going into the boundary. Wonderfully done and good save from going beyond the advertising boards from Nilansh Keswani. Well done. That was a great shot coming in from Safir Tariq. It was like a tracer bullet. Mudassir, the way he reacted to it, just cannot believe it that it has gone to the boundary here.
It was just a couple of yards away from Sagir Afridi, but the power unleashed by Safir Tariq, no stopping, and rightly said by Faizan Khan, it was like a tracer bullet. Now 14 runs off 3 balls, 45 needed of 15 balls.
Down the ground, he wants to, he's running for it. And a misfield, this is going to go to the boundary again. Pressure for Prim Heights. They have taken such good catches, but they have been very ordinary at the ground fielding. Safir Tariq with another 4. This is turning out to be a brilliant over now. 41 more required, 14 balls remaining. This is gettable.
Always take that first run. You need to put that pressure on the fielder. And eyeing for that second run, and he was under pressure. Riaz Khalik. Rare fumble, which resulted in a boundary. Now 18 runs of 4 balls. The equation slowly coming down to 41 needed of 14 balls.
Swing and a miss this time. Safir won't be happy with that. This was turning out to be a very good over. A couple of more boundaries would have completely changed the game around. Still one more ball to go. And I'm sure that he would want to hit it big. Out of the park is what Safir would look at. He's playing at a strike rate of 300, Safir Tariq. Brilliant knock coming in. Especially in the context of the game when he came out, wickets were falling around him. And he changed the complexion of the game right from the word go. Last ball of the over. Nicely bowled. Very nicely bowled. Safir Tariq will retain strike as he takes a quick single. Game is on. 40 more required to win. It's still difficult, but gettable now. It's 92 for 5 after 8. So Z games are going neck to neck here. In the first innings after 8 overs, it was exactly 92 for the loss of 3 wickets there. And this is the over that can make it or break it because Prim Heights got 28 runs in the 9th over. Can Safir Tariq repeat the feat? It is a skyer. Somebody's getting underneath it. It'll take some catching, and some catching it is. Brilliant from Asmat. Safir Tariq will have to walk back. And this is the game, I think, for Prim Heights here.
The difference between both the sides tonight is the fielding. It was miles up in the air. got that elevation, not the distance, but the man settling under the ball was Asmat. A well-judged catch taken under pressure. He got those couple of wickets in his only over he bowled, and an excellent catch resulted in the fall of Safir Tariq. Now they are in control, prim heights. A brilliant knock comes to an end through an extraordinary effort from Asmat.
Faisal is the new batter coming out to bat. And Irfan Khattak has been brilliant with the ball. Took a wicket on the very first ball. Good catch coming in from Asmat. In he comes again. Cut away. Nicely done. Behind point. There's no fielder there. And it's going to go to the boundary for a 4.
It's a new batter, Faisal Altaf. He leaked runs in the first innings. In his 2 overs, going for a lot of runs. Now it's time to get some quick runs for his team. Starts off brilliantly. Back of line delivery, nicely played over the point fielder. 36 needed of 10 balls. Somehow they need to get at least 15 or 17 runs in next 4 balls.
Absolutely. I would say 20. If they get 20 runs, momentum will be their side. This is down the ground. Oh. And there's a fielder there. 2 runs, I think. 2 easy runs eventually. But I think he was better off, Faisal, going down the ground rather than going towards mid-wicket. At that last moment, it was in the slot, mind you. At that last moment, the bottom hand came in and it went towards mid-wicket. Still, a very good over coming in from Irfan under the circumstances. It's 96 for 6 now. After 8.2. 34 more required, 9 balls remaining.
Trying to cut. The experience of Irfan Khattak coming into play. Those change of line and length and extra pace, extra bounce. A good take by Bilal Chima. It's becoming tough and difficult for Z Game strikers. They started off really slowly. Well, they came in the second innings. Ronak Panoli, his poor form continues, and thanks to Safir Tariq, he provides some momentum in the middle overs. Now 34 of 8 balls, need a maximum. Go straight over the bowler, good shot, always in control, hit hard, no chance for Saqib, much needed boundary.
Nicely done. Very nicely done by Faisal this time around. On that last ball, Irfan got extra bounce, but this time he was up for it. No extra bounce coming in from the bowler, and he could hit it down the ground. 100 up on board for Z Games here. This is turning out to be a spirited chase. Had they started a little quickly, it would have been a different situation altogether. It's 102 on board. 30 more required. 7 balls remaining. Oh, this is up in the air, and Irfan just could not get to it. Still, a very good over coming in from Irfan. 29 runs required in the last over to win the game. Does it happen? Usually, but statistically is still possible if Faisal and Mozam get going.
So it's Asmat who will be bowling the final over. Not giving that pace, and he bowled nicely. First over going for 12 runs and got a couple of wickets, especially that wicket of Hamarawan. Thanks to Saqib, was excellent at the rope. The last night, the win against Chittagong Kings for Prim Heights. Now they start believing in themselves. They know if they play some good cricket, they can even defeat the teams like the Z Game Strikers and Future Matrix. You never know. Riding high on confidence, Prim Heights.
What a shot that is. Picked up, picked his area as well, and just helped it on its way. All wrists coming in from the batter this time around. It's gone for a 6. They're still into the game statistically. 4 balls remaining, 22 to get. That is the 171st 6 of the tournament here.
He's such a class batter. Bit surprised that sent him down the order. Mozam Hayat, a regular opener in the Karwan side, but in Z Game Striker playing at number 4, but still getting those quick runs for his team. 22 needed of 4 balls. The calculation is simple. Get 3 maximum and a boundary.
Not every day is a Sunday. And today it's certainly not. It's a Friday. It would be very difficult to get there. Can he do that, Mozam? This is up in the air, not timed. Straight to hand, easy take. Good catch again under the lights. And that's it. With that dot ball, it's 22 required of 3. Another wicket down, 110 for 7 here.
Change of pace, nicely done by Asmat. Wanted to go big, not in control, and an easy catch taken by Amjad Gul. Wicket number 3 for Asmat. What a match he is having. The left arm medium fast bowler is 110 for the loss of 7.
Shahid Bhutta coming out to bat. Statistically also it is over and he gets an inside edge. This is going to go to the boundary for 4. All that is going to do is reduce the margin of victory for Prim Heights. But if there isn't a no ball in this over, I think it's all but over.
The new man Shahid Bhutta, he was the bowler who went for 28 runs in the first innings. He bowled brilliant in the power play, just giving away 2 runs, but it was an excellent batting performance by Saqib and Saghir Afridi, taking Shahid Bhutta on a ride, going for 28 runs. Asmat strikes. Wicket number 4 for Asmat. Charged up. Shahid Bhutta trying to go big, misses the line and rattles the stumps here. Asmat.
What a great performance with the ball from Asmat and from Prim Heights. This was nicely bowled. It was very nice for a tail-ender to come in and play that one. Shahid departs. And it's 4th wicket here for the bowler. Has anyone taken 4 wickets in this tournament before? I think this is the best performance from a bowler coming in this tournament. Nobody has picked up 4 wickets. We have seen quite a lot of bowlers picking up 3. This is the first 4-4 in this tournament, called the fan code A10 Bash. 9.5 overs gone, 114 for 8. Last ball of the innings. In comes Asmat. Nilansh hits it. Back to the bowler. He could have had a 5 here. Asmat has dropped a catch. This would have been history had he picked up a 5-fer. He himself is responsible for dropping his 5th wicket. It's all very exciting. Look at that. It was easy. It was very easy. I think he was going the wrong way, trying to grab at the ball. He knows what he's done. He's wearing a bandana. Had he not been wearing a bandana, he would have pulled at his ear.
A thumping victory for Prim Heights. They defended it nicely. The way they bowled in the power play, and excellent captaincy by MSD. So Mohammad S. Dawood. So Prim Heights winning this match by 17 runs, and now it will be interesting to see who is the player of the match. Will it go to Saghir Afridi or to the man who got 4 wickets? And looking at Z Game striker, they were never in hunt. Ronak Panoli, he struggled, continues in this tournament. 6 runs, 9 balls. Kamarawan started off well, managing 22, and then Safir Tariq providing some momentum in the middle. 37 of 14 balls. Mozam Hayat managed 18, Faisal Altaf 12, but it wasn't enough for Z Game strikers. 5 extras helping them just to manage somehow 114 in their allotted 10 overs for the loss of 8 wickets.
Look at the bowling card. Irfan, great bowling from him. He was quick, fiery, 2 overs, 16 runs, picking up a wicket. Riaz Khalik bowled well as well, 2 overs, 17, picking up 2 wickets. Mohammad Arshad, very expensive, 2 overs, 28 runs, picking up a wicket. Meherban Shah, again, very expensive, 2 overs, 29 runs. But Asmatullah, look at those figures. He's given away runs, yes, but he has picked up wickets as well, and that is what counts. 2 overs, 23 runs, picking up 4 wickets. The first 4-4 in this tournament. Fan code A10 Bash. Brilliant bowling coming in from Prim Heights. Here are the highlights of the second innings for you. Slow start coming in for Z Games. Ronak Panoli was looking out of sorts. That was a nothing shot from him. And this one was the first wicket. Panoli going, Riaz Khalik. And this is up in the air. Shahrukh Amin lost his wicket as well. Good catch. The catching has been brilliant, and this was fantastic from Riaz. This was the massive 6. The biggest in the tournament, if you ask me, from Kamarawan. The only good shot, if you ask me, from his bat. And he stopped his shot there. It would have been a wicket. And again, runs came in from Safir Tariq's bat. But that is how he lost his wicket. A very good catch. The catching has been brilliant from Prim Heights. Mozam trying his best, but could not just get there. And that was the 4th wicket for Lucky. Was certainly lucky today, Asmat. And that's how the second innings panned out. Look at the match summary. Prim Heights, great knock. Last 3 overs in the first innings, he led 60, and with that, 131 for 2 is what they scored. Saghir, brilliant knock, one of the finest in this tournament, 78 of just 33, going at a strike rate of more than 250. Saqib, 21 of 9, well played. Amjad Gul, 18 of 9. Safir Tariq was the only player who showed some resistance from Z Games. 37 of 14. Kamarawan, scratchy, 22 of 13. And Mozam Hayat, he's mainly a top order batter, came down at number 7. 6 ball, 18 for him. But Asmatullah, 4 wickets to his name with just 23 runs in 2 overs. Brilliant bowling performance. Good support coming in from Riaz Khalik, 2 wickets. And Irfanullah, 1 wicket to his name as well. And they won the game, Prim Heights, by 17 runs. Time now for us to go into a break here. We will take a short little break and be right back with the presentation. Stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It was match number 13 of the Fan Code A10 Bash 2023, and it was a game between Prim Heights Transport versus Z Games. Prim Heights batting first after winning the toss, got to 131 in the allotted 10 overs, and in reply, it was not a great performance from the batters of Z Games, making sure that Prim Heights, the bowlers did well. They made sure that they kept it tight and bowled in the right areas and got that 2 important points to their name. So Prim Heights in this game have bowled well, batted well, and in the end made sure that they get those 2 points to their name. Joining me in the post-match presentation here, we've got Mr. Iftikhar Ali, a match referee. He's got the player of the match memento in his hand, and this goes to Sagir Afridi for his brilliant performance with the bat. 31 balls, 78 runs, 5 fours and 7 huge sixes. Sagir Afridi is the player of the match. Sagir, सबसे पहले मुबारक हो आपको, बहुत ज़बरदस्त बल्लेबाजी की आपने. आज क्या खाकर आए थे आप?
थैंक यू. सबसे पहले अल्लाह का लाख लाख शुक्र है, काफ़ी टाइम बाद मतलब अच्छे इनिंग्स मिला. और यही है कि T10 की फॉर्मेट है और बहुत अच्छी फैसिलिटी है. तो T10 की फॉर्मेट में ज़्यादा सोचने की मतलब वक्त नहीं होता. जितना मतलब आपके बल्ले पे बॉल आता है तो आप उसी का फ़ायदा उठा सकते हैं.
आज आपने थोड़ी सी धीरे शुरुआत की क्योंकि पहले 2-3 ओवर में रन नहीं आ रहे थे, लेकिन आपने बाद में बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त क्रिकेट खेली और अच्छे शॉट्स दिखाए आपने.
हाँ, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह. बस थोड़ी सी विकेट पे स्टे किया और मतलब बॉल देखने को मिली. और जितना मतलब विकेट पे स्टे होगा तो उतना मतलब बॉल अच्छी आती है नज़र में. तो इसी ख्याल से फिर जो लास्ट 5 ओवर थे उसी में मैंने सोचा कि स्कोर को अभी करना है. तो माशाल्लाह बैट पे बॉल लगा और स्कोर आ गया अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह.
प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच ये पहला इस टूर्नामेंट का आपका. किसी को डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे, किसी के नाम करना चाहेंगे इसे?
बस एक मेरा बेटा है हैजान अफरीदी, वो भी क्रिकेट का बहुत शौकीन है, तो मैं उसी को ही डेडिकेट करूँगा.
बहुत मजा आया आपकी बैटिंग देख के. आगे के मैचेस के लिए भी ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू सो मच. थैंक यू वेरी मच. बहुत शुक्रिया.
That was the player of the match, Sagir Afridi, for his brilliant performance with the bat, scoring 78 runs in just 31 deliveries. That's it from the post-match presentation here, but we've got another game lined up for you. Make sure you join us after a short break. Until then, it's goodbye. time yet again for the game between Defender Vision Sport Management and Chittagong Kings. I've got the two.
Good evening, cricket lovers, and welcome back to the Eden Gardens in Ajman. Second match of the night is the Fan Code 8 and Bash. Match number 14, Defender Vision Sport taking on Chittagong Kings. And we are in all readiness for the all-important toss. It's going to be Shoaib Ahmed with the two captains out in the middle.
Time yet again for the game between Defender Vision Sport Management and Chittagong Kings. I've got the two captains along with the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, on to my extreme right. For Defender Vision, we've got their captain, Yasir Mehervi. Right in the center is the captain for Chittagong Kings, Ehsan. So the home side is Defender Vision, and Yasir is going to flip the coin. Tails is the call.
It is heads.
Heads it is. Yasir, you've won the toss. What have you decided?
We want to bat first. Because we played two games and while chasing we lost both, so we want to change the strategy.
Not a great start, but what do you think is going to be a good score on this wicket?
See, of course we are batting first, so we want to put 120 plus, so then we can defend that total.
Any changes to your side?
Yeah, we have couple of changes, 3 to 4 changes today.
All the best.
Thank you.
Ehsan वो batting कर रहे हैं. Are you happy to bowl?
जी नहीं, टॉस जीत के हमारा भी प्लान यही था कि बैटिंग करेंगे और अच्छा टारगेट सेट करेंगे, लेकिन हम टॉस हार गए. इंशाल्लाह बॉलिंग करेंगे.
टीम में कोई चेंजेस है?
नहीं, सेम टीम खेल रही है.
अच्छी खासी शुरुआत हुई थी, मतलब पहले कुछ मैचेस अच्छे नहीं खेले, लेकिन इस बार जो लास्ट के कुछ मैचेस हैं उसमें अच्छा एक कॉम्बिनेशन बनता हुआ नजर आ रहा है टीम में.
जी, इसीलिए कोई चेंजिंग नहीं की है, क्योंकि 2-3 मैच खेल लिए, अभी कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा बन गया, तो उसी कॉम्बिनेशन के साथ जाएंगे इंशाल्लाह.
क्या स्कोर चेस करने के लिए आसान होगा इस विकेट पे?
कोशिश करेंगे कि 100-110 तक उनको रोकें और वो चेस करें.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
So the news is that Defender Vision Sport has won the toss and they have decided to bat first.
Thank you, Shoaib Ahmed. Well, that's the news from the center then. Defender Vision winning the toss and electing to bat first. Let's have a look at the lineups. And before that, let me introduce you to my partner in crime today in the comm box, a dear friend, Faizan Khan. Welcome, Faizan. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Rashid. Yeah, let's take a look at the defenders side first because they've won the toss. Abdullah Azhar, Farhan Ahmed, Mohammad Yasir Maharvi, the captain of the side, Nasir Faraz, everyone's favorite in the comm box, Sana Bhatti, Saqib Manshad, Saqib Mahmood, Saud Afzal, Shehbaz Ali, Umar Arshad and Umar Dogar. So two Saqibs and two Umars playing in that lineup for defenders, and they will have to defend this game anyhow because they've lost the first two.
Oh yeah, they've got a big task on their hand. Meanwhile, for Chittagong Kings, it's Ehsan Shehzad, the captain. Amir Hamza, he's will be having a very good impact in this game. Ansar Khan, we saw, he comes at the top of the order. He will play an important role in this game. Keshav Sharma, Mohammad Imran, Mohammad Mohib, Mohammad Umar, a lot of Mohammeds there. And there's Sajjad Murshid, who was brilliant with the ball. Tariq Mahmood, we saw how good he is. He gets that ball to turn both ways. Usman Khan, the superstar in that side as well. And it's going to be Zahid Munir, who hit those 4 sixes in the previous game. Almost took the game away and won it for his team. So it's going to be a very, very enthralling game of cricket today.
Absolutely. And, Chittagong Kings is a big side. Unfortunate for them that they lost the game by just 2 runs. And Prim Heights, since then, looks like a completely different team altogether. And they won the first game comprehensively as well. Here, defenders will need to make sure that they have a very good start. They need runs on board. And we've seen, even after scoring 131, Z Games look like in the game all the time till the last over, till the last 3 balls of the last over. In fact, so nothing less than 130 for work for any team batting first.
Oh, absolutely. And at the same time, I think it's about how you approach the game. Not only with the bat, but with the ball as well. You need to be a lot more confident. You need to take your catches. You need to be good in the field. And throughout, make sure that you are switched on. Meanwhile, it's going to be the first delivery. And we are about to start. Straight away, Saqib Mahmood opens the inning, up in the air, and the catch is being taken. Good catch by Ehsan Shehzad. Just a chip in the air. And a brilliant start for the Chittagong Kings.
Yeah, again, a very poor start for defenders here. This is like the replay of the last game because Saqib didn't score anything in the last game as well. Very good catch. Brilliant catch coming in. So good work. We've seen very good catches today. We saw some great outfield catches in the first game as well. And again, Saqib goes without scoring on a golden duck. It's first wicket down with no runs on the board.
Well, the perfect start for the Chittagong Kings. First wicket on the very first delivery, and it's going to bring in Abdullah Azhar to the middle. And this is the kind of start, a dream start for the Kings.
Well, yeah, certainly. Murshid, absolutely amazing. He was brilliant in the last game as well yesterday. Oh, what a ball. Coming in sharply. Hitting him on the pads, a little high on the pads, on the thigh pad rather. And the things are looking very tough for defenders in this tournament.
Yeah, that was a brilliant delivery. That extra bit of pace, deep deceiving Abdullah Azhar. He's also very talented, very promising. He's been in the circuit for a very long time. He didn't have his glasses when he started playing. Now he's got specs on him. 2 deliveries, no runs off the bat yet. No runs at all. And it's going to be Murshid once again. Steaming in. That's been played and played well towards square leg. The fielder does really well. Excellent bit of fielding there by Zahid Ali. Surprising the fielders and the bowler as well, and certainly saving a boundary for the team.
I think Abdullah for most of the time was thinking that it was a 4. That is why he didn't try to run 2 runs here. Great bit of fielding, saving 3 runs for his side. This was nicely played though. Just a pick-up shot. Well done. Good work. And look at that throw as well. Pick up and throw in one action. Brilliant stuff. Very good start here for their side, and a nothing shot whatsoever. Trying to play it away from the body, the ball swinging away. He had no idea how to play that, Abdullah.
Well, that was a beautiful delivery. Saud, first delivery he was facing, and the ball moving away from him. Extra bit of bounce as well. And no feet movement, and that is the reason why I think he was deceived in the way he was playing that shot. But an excellent start for the Chittagong Kings.
Murshid continues. This is up in the air. This is going to be disaster if this is taken for the defenders here. And it is taken. Umar Farooq makes no mistake whatsoever. Second wicket down with just a single on board. And that is all happening in the very first over.
What a delivery that one. I think he was trying to force a shot. Came down the track. Didn't come near the ball. Wasn't to the pitch of the ball. And that took sliced up in the air. Went miles in the air. Could have fetched him air miles as well. But Umar Farooq, he's superb in that region. He's got a very safe pair of hands. Second ball duck for Saud Afzal, and like you mentioned, a lot of bother now for the defenders. Second wicket down, 1 on the board. Last delivery coming up, that's a good one. Played really well by Nasser Faraz. Guides it down towards deep third. Very confident looking shot. That's the first time I've seen a batter from defenders play it so confidently. A very good over coming to an end from Sajjad Murshid. 2 runs given away and he's picked up 2 wickets.
Zahid to continue here. Swing. And the bat swings away. Nasir Faraz hits it well to the boundary behind point 4.